Better Man. This is the new biopic about Robbie Williams, which is a very bizarre movie because this movie cost like over $100 million to make, I believe, and yet it's not playing at every theater near me, which doesn't make any sense. It's about a British musician that most people don't really know, at least here in America, and yet this movie exists. And the concept of this movie is that it's his life story, but he's a monkey. And it's not acknowledged in the movie or done anything with. And so, naturally, with this weird of a idea and all the things going on with this movie, I was very curious to watch this movie. And, excuse me, I have a cough that I'm kind of recovering from, but I'm trying to make it work. We get something to drink so I don't cough the whole video. But yeah, I did not like this movie. This movie is really bad. And I think what makes this movie really bad is this movie's directed by Michael Gracey. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Who directed The Greatest Showman, which is very weird how movie marketing does this shit to you, where they put a director's name attached to a project as if like they are a good representation of what this project should be. Michael Gracey is a terrible choice to direct a movie like this. He directs a lot of these sequences like they're actual fucking musical sequences and not like a fucking biopic. And it's very bizarre. There's like a scene where him and his dad are singing My Way when he's a kid, and it's directed like a sequence out of The Greatest Showman, and it's fucking weird. And it doesn't make any sense. And there's other sequences like that. On one hand, I enjoyed his direction because it made for a more unique directing style than most biopics, but not in the right way. It was directed very bizarrely, did not fit the tone or the vibe that this movie should have had. It was all kind of all over the place. I also think what's weird about this movie is, like I said, he's a monkey. But there's not really any reason for it. So he's just a monkey. And it makes for this very bizarre movie where he's this monkey the whole movie, but like there's not really a purpose to it, and it's not really played for laughs or done anything weird with it. And I feel like you need a director who's willing to play around with that, have some weird fun with the fact that he's a monkey. Because otherwise, this movie's just a poorly directed biopic from a guy who should never be directing biopics. And is very generic all at the same time, because it is literally this guy who's super like obsessed with being famous, gets to be famous, then falls in love, has a drug addiction, like all that stuff, then recovers. The end. That's the movie. And you've seen that template so many times, and it being a monkey is not making it any more unique or different. It's just very played out and just very bad. So yeah, I do not recommend this movie. It was shit. Do not watch it. Unless you are a big Robbie Williams fan, because I'm gonna be real, even though a lot of biopics are bad, if it's about a musician I love, I do get something out of it. Not always. Like the Bob Marley one was pretty bad, and I'm a big Bob Marley fan, so but the majority of the time, I think if you're a fan of musicians, movie biopics about them can usually get your attention a little bit more. But yeah, did not work for me. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.